Wow. Vyron Phillips is a big man at 170 pounds.
Yes, he is.
9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, and fighting out of Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. He's representing Valhalla Combat Sports and holding a record of 1 win and 2 losses. DeAngelo, 2 shots, Curtis.
What?
And his opponent in the red corner, standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, also weighing in at 170 pounds. And fighting out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, by way of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's representing Canadian Fighting Center and holding a record of 1 win, 0 losses. He is Vyron, the Cannon Phillips.
I am pumped for this fight.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this fight. Vyron, I mean, is as far as physique goes, is specimen, cutting down in weight, looks fantastic. DeAngelo, like I said before, winner of 2012's Fight of the Year.
But he is way smaller than Vyron.
Oh, he is noticeably smaller than Vyron Phillips. Not that it's going to stop DeAngelo.
No, but it might hurt when he gets hit.
Well, I mean, that's scary.
That's where, this is right where he wants to.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
DeAngelo stepped up after that fight and tried to fight Jack Curry, which he's one of the state's best prospects. It didn't go well.
How was it? How was Vyron's pass to half? Was it easy?
He kind of fell into it.
Oh, okay. Hanging out here in half guard, Vyron Phillips. By the way, I am Drew Studer alongside Ben Fearson from Minnesota MMA News and a young bantamweight prospect, Carl Deaton III, here cage side of Canterbury Park in Shakopee, Minnesota.
How we doing, guys?
Carl Deaton. I.
Bueller.
Is that racist? Yeah, a little bit.
Deep. Well, this fight hasn't been exciting so far.
Well, I wouldn't say that guard or half guard or even mount is really Vyron's
strong suit.
Yeah, he likes the bang and in the cage.
Surprised both guys clinched up that fast.
Well, I don't blame DeAngelo.
No, I don't either. I think that's exactly what he had to do.
I mean, honestly, this is a great, as far as game plans go, I mean, this is probably where DeAngelo wants to be. And granted, I'm sure he'd prefer full guard to half, but I mean, how is DeAngelo off his back, Ben?
Crafty, slippery, but not
and here we go.
Oh, nice.
That's a strong man right there, though.
It's a lot of tattoos.
It's a lot of tats, yes.
Good knee to the leg there by DeAngelo.
Wow.
And wow,
that's his pure strength.
That is absolute man strength.
Nothing else there. Wow. That's the thing. DeAngelo's a 155 pounder, you know?
Yeah, DeAngelo's actually doing a pretty good job. Oh, yeah. No, it's.
I think you still see, though, I think Vyron Phillips is still going to struggle with a decent wrestler.
Yes.
Even down at this weight. But
he's sitting behind me.
Certainly at 170, this is a dangerous man.
Yeah,
just a monster at 70.
Not to get ahead of ourselves here, but who are some of the matchups you'd like to see Vyron in?
Any 170 who doesn't wrestle.
Oh, so not Tom Spear?
That would be a fun one. I mean, Tommy's not a great wrestler.
How would he do against Robbie Gotru?
He's big trouble against Robbie.
Yeah.
Gotru. Well, he's not.
What about Ben Smith?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Again, you're talking about a wrestler that's going to be able to put him on the back. I think anybody who's a good wrestler you can still see Vyron's not a wrestler. Now, he's got enough strength now that he's going to get out of stuff against like a Tommy Spear
for sure.
Would have trouble taking him down.
DeAngelo actually staying pretty active here off his back, at least as active as you can be in this position.
With a monster on top of him.
Throwing a couple elbows, punches to the side of the head.
I mean, a fun one would be Heath Rude.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do that next fight.
Let's build that one up a little bit, but no, I see what you're saying.
Well, I mean, they both. He said in that interview this week that he wants to fast track the career.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be. He just graduated from college.
But I mean, he's only 22 years old.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
But he's an old 22 as far as fighting goes. He's been around for quite some time.
Correct. It seemed like a million years ago we saw Marius rip his elbow off. You were there, weren't you?
I was there.
I have a great picture of that.
Oh, do you? Really? Nice.
I mean, it was right as the elbow's dislocating.
Yeah. What's he trying to lock up here, Carl? Just trying to keep it in this position, not trying to lock up. Oh, boy.
Gotta give DeAngelo credit.
Boy, yeah. DeAngelo is all
That is
scrap,
a big
man.
that he's trying to push around.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That's not.
No?
Oh, reversal.
This is exactly what we saw out of DeAngelo before. He doesn't have the hip control that a wrestler has, so he's gonna get.
I mean, like we said, DeAngelo's doing basically everything he can. I mean, he has to hope for I don't want to say a miracle to happen, but something very good to happen to him.
I never rule out DeAngelo Curtis.
No, not at all. Absolutely not. I mean, a lot of people did versus Taylor Hartman. I mean, not a single person I spoke to picked him to beat Taylor Hartman. That was arguably his best fight.
I heard one guy say that he thought that he was going to beat Chad Curry, but I knew that was wrong.
Who said that?
Nick Gales.
Oh. And did he say that to DeAngelo?
Probably.
Oh, let's get a sponsor in.
Yeah, live read that.
NutriShop. Rapidly approaching 200 locations nationwide with new stores opening every month. NutriShop is one of the fastest growing nutritional retail nutrition chains today, offering consumers unparalleled customer service, all top brands, the latest cutting edge nutritional supplements at the guaranteed lowest prices. Guaranteed lowest prices, Ben. They're not joking. NutriShop's goal is to assist and motivate each and every customer so they are able to meet and many times exceed.
Jersey,
Yes,
give me
I
that
said
website.
exceed their fitness goals. That website is NutriShopUSA.com.
All right, boys, pretty clear 10-9 round for Vyron Phillips.
Yeah, I would say so. But if we're judging on heart, 10-9 for DeAngelo Curtis.
Which you never know. Some judges might be judging
You
now.
never know. There might be a racist judge out there.
Switching to southpaw here for DeAngelo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
Trying to get inside against a very big name. Back to,
I've seen guys, like really flustered when somebody switches to southpaw. And, I mean, at this point, you might as well give it a shot.
If I'm Vyron, I push away and let's stand up,
Yeah.
For sure.
You can see even there, he had a wizard right there, and he could have ripped through that and chose not to. He just doesn't have the wrestling chops right now.
I think he knows he can dictate this where it goes.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Way stronger than DeAngelo.
Well, I can't remember what they met at, him and Reem met at the target segment. I don't think it was 185. I think Reem was still
Yeah,
I
I
think it was
could have sworn
195 maybe?
it's something like that, yeah. 195, 200-ish. Well, I mean, if you're doing 95, you're going to be 97 anyway. Double undies for Vyron here.
Double undies.
Wow.
Landed in full guard. Like I said, probably not a terrible position for DeAngelo. I mean, Ben, you've seen DeAngelo more than I have. Have you seen him throw up an armbar or a triangle choke? Is that something that's in his repertoire?
I mean, if you look back to the Taylor Hartman fight, he threw stuff, but everything was so loose and sloppy. And
Right.
Fun. It was exciting. I mean, that's why it was the fight of the year, because there was nonstop.
Because you gave it to him. And hey, like I said, no complaints here. That was absolutely fight of the year. And it was nice to see those guys get it. Two lower on the show type of guys, preliminary types.
Well, you saw two guys just leave it all in the cage. Go for
Raining
gold.
down
These are
elbows.
some heavy
It's
elbows.
about ready to be over.
Yeah, I would stop it.
He didn't stop the Van Kremlin fight. He's not going to stop that.
That is true. And I mean,
no blood
DeAngelo, in DeAngelo's defense, he was blocking those, granted
Yeah,
with his arm, and I can't imagine that felt too good, but he's doing what he can here.
Whole farm's broken.
But no, I've actually noticed Daryl, the last year or so, Daryl's kind of been letting him go a little bit more than he used to, and I appreciate it. I think it used to be kind of back in the day where they would cut it short just because it was a local fight and they didn't want to see guys get hurt. And now I think he realized that some of these guys are getting ready for big show opportunities, and this is good for him to let him go.
Well said, Bruce Tudor.
Thank you.
Turtles.
Turtles Bar and Grill, downtown check.
Downtown check.
There we go, little Gracie.
Kidney kicks. Kidneys.
Go heel kick to the kidney.
I gave him a point for each one of those.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Dude, I mean, as much as I love Vyron in this fight, I love DeAngelo in this fight, man. And he's just, dude, he's such a gamer.
Elbows to the shoulder there.
He's just doing whatever he possibly can in this position
Score
against
points.
a guy who's clearly bigger, clearly stronger.
Here,
Again.
heel kicks to the rear end.
There you
More
go.
points.
Those add points. Like foot stomps against the cage, you might as well.
Yep.
Good left. He has done a good job of keeping Vyron close to him so he can't
Yeah,
get his power shots
I
in.
noticed that in the first round as well. Do you think?
I just don't get why Vyron wants to be on the ground here. You know what I mean? Like, clearly on the feed, DeAngelo knows he's in trouble.
Right. I mean, it might just be one of those fights where they feel so safe with DeAngelo that they don't mind Vyron going in and working from this position a little bit.
Well, I got that.
Oh, wow.
He does land heavy ground and pound.
Yeah, he's...
He might be done here.
Although, landing on the arm, landing on the under armpit. You can't say enough for Daryl, too.
I can.
Oh, yeah, you love him, but he's doing a great job tonight, ref.
I love the beard.
I do like the beard very much. Well, I know Daryl's talking about maybe getting in the old cage again.
Really?
He's already in there.
As a fighter, Ben,
Oh.
this guy.
What about the AVK beard?
I like the AVK beard as
Anything
well.
you can do to cover up that face.
Uh-oh.
What's
A
up?
little cage side trouble. It looks like a shirt's been popped off, as a matter of fact.
Where?
Right over there. You have to, like, lean over. Yeah, there you go.
Nice, nice.
No shoes, no shirt. That's fine with Canterbury.
Skinny man. I don't think he's going to do much.
Ah, he's just excited.
Yeah.
He's probably Vyron's brother.
Excitable fellow.
Yeah, sure.
One of his minds.
That's a good way of putting it. Oh, goodness.
So, I guarantee Sheely scores that 10-8, even though he didn't give the Van Krevlin one 10-8.
Yeah,
How
again,
about that?
like, I would have no problem with that being
I do.
borderline 10-8-ish, but
I wouldn't give that a 10-8.
no, we're all going to razz Kyle pretty
There's
hard.
no blood.
No, but he landed his hardest shots in front of Kyle, and you know how Kyle is when you're right in front of him. It's like the end of the world.
No, he wasn't watching.
These are so loud.
Accurate.
Did you hear that?
What?
DJ St. Joel said, hey, R. Kelly, put your shirt back on.
We're all trapped in the closet, trapped in Canterbury.
I want to get one more of our sponsors here. Pizza Man, located conveniently off of Marshall Avenue.
Would they deliver
This
right
Sunday, they would. This
now.
Sunday, get a 2-topping, 16-inch jumbo pizza with chicken fries and a 2-liter pop.
How much? How much?
$18.99. Order online
Wow.
at pizzaman.biz or by calling 952-445-5566.
$18.99, I'm all in.
I will be in tomorrow,
Bring me
trust
two.
me. That's my go-to Sunday meal.
Round 3, here we go.
All right, so I think we're all in agreement. Vyron up 2 rounds to nothing.
Yes.
I think the only dispute would be whether or not that last round was 10-8.
I think Sheely actually has the 10-7.
I would be surprised. Switching back to southpaw by DeAngelo.
What's
That's-
funny is as big a shots as Vyron landed on the ground, DeAngelo never looked like he was like
front
hurt,
kick.
super hurt. You know?
No, not at all. I mean, you would have to assume he was somewhat when taking those elbows on the ground, but
I would be.
I mean, I could hear those elbows from when they were sitting him across the cage.
I like the kicks here.
They were Fedor-esque.
Not the leg kicks.
Back to the ground here for Vyron in half guard.
Vyron's going to win a decision, but you guys didn't bring him here to win a decision.
DeAngelo looks like he's setting up against the cage here for maybe a quick sweep attempt. No? Not agreeing, Carl?
I'm going to go with nah.
All right.
You don't know anything, bro.
Sorry. Sorry, Charlie.
Jersey, you got what are What are some other big fights you have coming up? I know you got the Muay Thai thing going, but what,
Yeah.
as far as matchups, what do we got?
Well, we have a lot of out-of-state guys. We have Rafael Butler making his Bellator debut in June.
I'm talking local.
Oh, local. Well, we have a big fight we just announced, a rematch between Damian Hill and Nick Compton. Compton's dropping down to 145 pounds.
And that one went the distance the first time.
Yeah, Damian won a very close split decision. It'll be for our 145-pound title, but you know, Damian's on a really hot streak right now. If he were to beat Compton, you would have to assume he'd get a big show type of fight in his next bout.
I think the thing about that fight that I love is they're both so much better than that.
Oh,
first time they fought.
absolutely.
I mean, just light years ahead of where they were.
And seeing Compton drop down to 145, and that's going to be pretty interesting too.
And it's hard not to cheer for Nick. You know, he's such
No,
a good
of course
dude.
not. Well, I've heard you cheer for him to break somebody's arm at one point, Ben.
Oh.
Randy Kittleson's.
I didn't
Break it,
that's-
break it, break it. I mean, you only said it 8 times, so don't worry about it.
That had nothing-
Emphatically, by the way.
I would say
Emphatically.
that for anyone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You kind of look like Nick Compton. Well, he kind of looks like you.
Thank you. Like, I'm like a better looking version of him, is what you're saying.
You and Moret and him are all.
Looked like DeAngelo is sort of turning for an armbar there a little bit. But yeah, another big fight we actually just signed is Jordan Parsons will be making his Minnesota MMA debut. He trains at the academy, but he's fought a majority of his fights in Michigan, and most recently for CFA down in Miami, where he was their featherweight champion.
Then they stopped giving him fights.
He'll be moving up a weight class to challenge Derek Getzel.
The pretzel.
He is ranked top 10 in Minnesota. He's won 4 straights, including back-to-back stoppages over top 10 ranked Minnesota competitors. So
Those two guys you've mentioned right there are two of the hottest guys in the state with Damian Hill and Derek Getzel.
yeah, I completely agree.
Shirt off guy, super pumped
Yeah,
about
still
that.
shirt off.
He's going to be a staple of.
There you go.
Are you kidding me?
He's not going to tap though, even though that's gone. That arm is gone.
Well, Daryl's seen broken arms, and if he has to step in, he will. Boy, is he.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh.
There you go, Studer. There's your armbar attempt.
Just when
Why
he
didn't you
quit
yell,
paying
"Break it,
attention.
break it"?
Yeah, why didn't you?
Oh man, that would have been so sweet. Remember when you were asking if DeAngelo ever throws up arm bars? He does.
There you go. You know, I swear you wanted to keep it on the down low.
In the third.
Yeah.
Late.
It'd be nice if our referee could pull up Vyron's shorts a little bit, but
Nah.
It's all right.
yeah, he's doing all right.
Ever last on.
Not sponsored by, but supporting the cause.
Possibly.
I like
You
it.
never know.
That's just true. Although I don't know if I'd wear my CanMMA.ca trunks over it if I was sponsored by
I
Everlast.
would. Big can MMA.ca.
So is that armbar attempt enough to win DeAngelo the round then?
No,
No, okay.
not even close.
I
mean,
agree. But it was still very exciting.
It was bad.
It was deep.
No, it was. And it looks like Daryl's going to stand him up here.
Wow.
DeAngelo's like, no.
Gives
Gotta
Vyron
go
a
for
chance to
broke.
pull off his shorts there.
Byron didn't let him go for broke.
Yeah, it seemed like
You know?
kind of Vyron was the one going for broke a little
Well,
bit.
it was smart because it doesn't let him get off.
For sure. Back to half here for Vyron. He spent a majority of the fight in this position.
Lots of points there with those butt kicks.
Daryl warns DeAngelo to watch the spine.
Oh, wow. Tell you what, DeAngelo's a warrior.
Yeah, he is. I mean, I can't wait to see both these
Much
guys fight
respect for
again.
that guy.
And very
Lifts
respectful
him
by
up.
Vyron. Good sign of respect there. DeAngelo can barely stand.
Hugs, hops, slaps.
Nice. We have generic King of the Cage music playing.
Yeah.
Walking to the cage, Dan the Beast Sever.
He's here?
No, but he'd be fighting a King of the Cage if he was.
Oh, okay.
Actually, he's fighting Brad Kohler tonight
No, I could see it
in the
too.
parking lot.
I just
Actually, at Turtles, I believe.
Oh yeah, hold on. Q&A Barbershop in Burnsville recently opened, right off of Highway 42. Call for an appointment, 952-303-4538.
Okay, now the only question here that I have left is, did Sheely give this a 10-8 round?
That is the only question I
if
have
he
left
gave
as well.
that a 10-8 round and not the Van Krevlin one, MMA in Minnesota is an official sham.
I mean, do we just hang Kyle from the rafters at this point? It's not racist because he's white. Right? Yeah. You can hang white people still. Copper River Fish and Steakhouse.
Turtles.
Go-to spot for nice steaks and seafood. Ask for Steve. Tell him that Drew sent you.
Tell him Drew sent you for a good steak.
Steak. The Richard Webb Group at Remax.
That's it?
Absolute Bail Bonds.
Hey, read the bail bonds one.
It's too long. I will get to it, though. Taco Loco.
Yeah. Love the Taco Loco.
Offering the best authentic Mexican food in Minnesota, Taco Loco is located on 155 First Avenue East Shakopee near downtown Shakopee and less than a mile away from Valley Fair.
I heard multiple people saying they love Taco Loco.
That's good enough.
All judges scoring about 30 to 27.
Hey, no 10-8.
No 10-8.
Unanimous decision. Vyron, Lieutenant Phillips.
I saw multiple fighters posting about Taco Loco having it last night.
I saw
Saying it was the
like
best
5
food they
people
had.
do it.